It's been quite some time since we played Total War Warhammer, and you know what that means. I had to bring back the boy, Crocky G, and of course the glorious Grimlock. Let's give him some well-deserved and long-needed neck scratches. Hey guys, and welcome to the battlefield. I'm a rubber duck of war, and we have a legendary showdown today. I hope you guys enjoy, and Happy New Year. This is my New Year's treat to you all. Hopefully on the day of release, it should be New Year's Day. I hope your year is filled with the dying screams of your enemies, and boy oh boy has it been a while since I've played Total War Warhammer, so you know we had to bring back the Dino Boys. We're going to be up against some Tomb Kings today in what should be a relatively ferocious fight. Now my main battle line is rather Saurus heavy. We have some Temple Guard in the middle, but apart from that it is going to be Saurus with spears. I expected their damage output to be enough against the regular enemy infantry, and the spears just help out against some of the larger threats. But you know me, I've got a little bit stylish as well. I've got some fun units in the mix. We have Cohort of Sotek escorting some Horned Ones up on the right hand side. Horned Ones are looking fantastic and beautiful as always. Really underrated cavalry in my humble little ducky opinion. Leading the battle charge is Krokgar. Unfortunately, his model is bugging out a bit on this replay for some reason. Looks like he's going through the matrix. Nonetheless, I shall give him a neck scratch to start the battle. Crocky G coming fully equipped, as he also always should be. And yeah, he is definitely kind of going through it in there. Hopefully he'll be okay to fight the good fight. We've got a Skink Priest as well with the Engine of the Gods, really trying to stunt on my opponent, though the Engine of the Gods can actually do decent damage against the slow and slumberous infantry of the Tomb Kings. We're also going to be coming in with Harmonic Convergence and Curse of the Midnight Wind, a big fan favourite of mine. We have a Rev Crystal as well in the center to keep our large dinos fighting, and then some sneaky skinks hiding in the trees. Chameleon Stalkers are currently slithering on their bellies through the undergrowth, looking to take the fight to the Tomb Kings. As for my opponent, a bucket ton of halberdiers, which is relatively scary for my force, as well as the Kepra Guard in the middle. They're really going to give me a bit of a run for my money in the infantry fight. We also got some snakes, got some knights, and I believe the Regiment of Renowned version is hiding around here somewhere. There they are in the back, lurking in the trees for now. We also have some skeleton archer chariots. Looks like 2 units of those bad boys, some archers, including the Regiment of Renown. This entire force is going to be kind of centerpieced around a Tomb Scorpion, as well as the High Queen Khalida herself. Don't get to see the lovely lady in action too often, but here she is in all her war glory. And boy oh boy, when I played this game, which was probably about a month ago. It's taken me quite a while to make this video, but I hadn't played Total War in a long time. I felt like an old warlord who had hung up his sword and had been summoned to the battlefield once more. So I have to see if I can knock some of that rust off and get back into the good fight. Now, I am able to catch the skeleton archer chariots. A little bit of a mistake from my opponent. The Horned Ones were waiting in the trees and spring their trap. However, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Yes, we're getting rid of some cheap chariots, but with snakes pushing in and just a barrage of arrows just swatting through the sky, delving down and piercing our thick hides. I'm going to have to go over here with some support, and it looks like Krokgar is going to be moving in for his first real engagement of the fight, trying to take down some of these halberds. Unfortunately, Eyes of the Desert are going to be shooting in to the Skink Priest. Horned Ones recharge back in, and it is a brutal fight down here in the trees. Hopefully the trees will give me a bit of an edge, as they are able to protect me against the archers, but I don't know, it's pretty close in there. I do get our first big beam of death going down the line. It did mean I had to stick with my Skink Priest right in front of those Eyes of the Desert who did some long range damage, but it was probably worth it. Big damage done to the Tomb Guard, about half HP. Though the Skink Priest took quite a pounding, we do have a Rev Crystal to try to heal him up. Now, the back line, we are trying to cause havoc. We do have our chameleon stalkers bouncing around. My opponent was able to intercept, though. Tomb Guard halberds pushing me back. Nice bit of focus fire. The little skinkies should be forced off. Now, we have a unit rotating around the flank. It's become quite bogged down in the middle, but speaking of bogged down, I have 2 units up against 1, and I'm not winning. I have Temple Guard in here who look just beautiful as always. I love their models, some of my favorite units in the entire game, and some Saurus Warriors just getting carved to pieces by the Kepra Guard. I really need to get this Skink Priest over here and help in support, but it looks like for now he's quite busy in the middle, doing his incantations and bringing down a Curse of the Midnight Wind, helping me win this middle fight. Now, Krokgar did lose that flank, unfortunately. It looks like the Horned Ones will be sacrificed, charging the back line, trying to bog down some of the enemy snakes. Kroggar is going to have to retreat, which is not what I wanted to be doing at the start of this battle. The Tomb Scorpion and High Queen do chase him. However, we've got a lot of Saurus Spears here, who do have harmonic conversions popped on them, increasing their melee attack to an impressive 48. They're still going to do some decent damage in here, and a big Hand of the Gods is whiffed. Does some okay damage, though, to the enemy infantry, and the fight is on. Deadly Onslaught is popped. High Queen is well and truly out of her league with the priest in there as well. Good fight for me there, managing to drag my opponent back. However, the back line, my opponent has been masterful in protecting. Skinks once again are going to rally and come back, and this is maybe his mistake, not chasing off these stalkers while he had the chance. And a lot of halberdiers had to sit deep in order to protect this range core. Now, the range core pivotal in taking down the large dinosaurs, so I don't mind him having so many units back protecting. We are going to be able to sneak in here and at least do a bit of backline harass, despite the fact we probably won't be able to actually kill those archers. Now in the back, the High Queen is starting to struggle. The Bastardon routes over to this side of the battlefield and jumps on those Kepra Guard as quickly as possible. Temple Guard as well are starting to cleave their halberds into the enemy. Looks like the Tomb Scorpion's about to go down. The Queen, likewise, is stuck in between a really nasty duo here. The hard place of the Skink Priest and the sharp teeth of mighty Crocky G. And High Queen, you better run for your life. The dinos are out to play, and this is going to be brutal. A big slap as in the back. Another Engine of the Gods does go down. That's our second of the day, eviscerating those Tomb Guard who are full health down to half HP. The High Queen may be able to escape here. Krokgar decides not to go for the killing blow. A little bit scared of the eyes of the desert. We do get a last venom shot going in, but the High Queen is crumbling, and down she goes. Krokgar shall claim that kill. Looks like the Kepra Guard were finished off. Now in the back line, Chameleon Stalkers, one unit has routed once again. Another unit, though, is chasing down double archers. They've used up a significant portion of their ammunition, and a full unit of Tomb Guard is again forced to go back there. I think it would be better to rotate back with the chariots, move these Tomb Guard forward into the main fight. Now Kroggar is pursuing once again. He's on the hunt. He's killed one lady already today. What's another couple of snakes to the list? Charging straight in here into the midst of battle. Big stomp, and all of a sudden the balance of power is in my favor. It's out of my favor for significant portions of this battlefield, and is a flustercluck there in the middle. Skink Priest, Harmonic Convergence, just about clinging on at the moment. Red Crystal's in there as well, but likewise, there's still halberds, and there's halberds aplenty. Still a big, almost full health unit in the distance. They can certainly chug down the dinosaurs. Somehow the Kepra Guard is still fighting. 112 kills. They've been phenomenal. Looks like the chariots are starting to go down without their leader to inspire them to greater feats of heroism. The Tomb King's really lacking in courage, and it looks like Kroggar might better take his second big scalp of the day, going after that Tomb Scorpion, who is getting its butt kicked. Kroggar is angry. He's flicking through the void in and out, trying his best to just stay alive at the moment. I think I wanted to land another Hand of the Gods here, but I decided against it and was like, oh, a big juicy line of halberds, one of the biggest threats on the battlefield to me. Don't mind if I do. And I pop a Hand of the Gods down their line, doing okay damage, nothing crazy, but damage is damage at the end of the day. Halberd's going to be looking to pin me in place whilst the archers rain hellfire from afar. Looks like for me, though, which is quite lucky, the Regiment Renowned are out of ammunition. The basic archers won't be anywhere near as significant damage-wise as their ROR counterparts, so good news there. In the center, it looks like the Saurus are starting to buckle. However, the cohort of Sotek, 2 models left, continue to fight, as do the Temple Guard. There's a Summon of You Shopti, which is well played, kept in the back pocket there to try to break up my infantry. There's a lot of scary dinosaurs on the battlefield, though, and if I can take down the archers, this battle shall be mine. And it looks like we're doing just that. We have Chameleon Stalkers hopping on top of the unit with ammunition. Krogar tried feasting on the Blessed Legion, but realizing they're out of ammunition, I was like, you know what, let's just bounce over here, take down the range threat, and really seal the deal. The halberds are nearly down. There's still a unit of 81 troops, which is really nothing to scoff at. But I'm still healing. The Rev Crystal is popping off. And it looks like the Skink Priest is going to be receiving the latest version up to 2,200 HP now, which is quite a lot in the latter stages of a battle like this. Rev Crystal is going to be moving in. The two bros marching together. A true love story here. Krokgar is whipping his tail back and forth. I'm sure that's going to be a pop song one day. And it looks like we're going to get a big rear charge on the halberds and sending them flying. This really is the last bastion of strength for the Tomb King. Ushopti cleaned up basically all of my infantry there. If this unit could stick around, my opponent would be in a great situation with those Halberd Ushopti combo, but they are a summon, and as their souls are ripped back into the darkest depths of hell from whence they spawned, it shall be a howl of victory from the Lizardmen. Barely any units left, certainly a Pyrrhic victory. We had 3 very beat up dinosaurs and a scattered handful of infantry around the battlefield. Well played to Harakiri there with the Sentinels. Really lovely build. Didn't come in with a mage, which is a big mistake. I only just realized that. I don't think the High Queen is indeed a mage, but I was incredibly rusty, lots of mistakes, probably a lot of mistakes as well in the commentary. It has been like 4 months or something since I dropped a video, so yeah, apologize for the rust, but hope you guys enjoyed the New Year's present anyway. Really awesome stuff. Crocky G performing phenomenally, 2.6k gold value, 81 kills, and you know, decent amount of HP, probably just under about half. 2.1k on the Skink Priest is impressive, somehow 1.1 on the Horned ones despite a tricky start. Likewise, Temple Guard paying for themselves despite that rough early engagement. Nowhere else did absolutely crazy. The Stalkers just did a good job being a pain in the butt. 112 kills is very nice, and harass that back line. The High Queen, my god. Nearly 2k value. Very impressive work from her. The Snakes, 1.8, 1.1, 1.3 on the Kepra Guard. Tomb Scorpion was a bit of a wet wipe, unfortunately. And it looks like the infantry as well didn't perform that well. Archers did okay. 1,000 on the Blessed Legions. Very nice. Chariots, middling, 680 to 890 value. Awesome stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a big fat thumbs up. Subscribe as well if you'd like to see more content on the channel. And leave a cheeky comment down below. I don't know, like, this was a bit of a surprise video. I fancied making a video, and I did. I can't say really what my schedule is going to be like. It certainly won't be like the old schedule where I drop a video a day. For those who don't know, I have a new job, and it takes up a lot of the time. I have just the weekends free, and normally I spend those kind of hanging out with friends or just resting and recovering from the week. So, maybe videos in the future. Well, there will definitely be videos in the future. I don't know when. I don't know what they will be. They may be Total War. They might not be. But let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more stuff. And, yeah, until next time, peace, peace. And as always, stay awesome.